And her name is Vicki Meyer. Come on up here. I love you. My first one here to our business.
What I love about Ashley is I am the only person that she will ever introduce as her Vibe Mama. So, you guys, this next ambassador, that story, Tina's story, is amazing because she showed us what's possible. She set the pace. 45 days to ambassador. You guys, that's crazy. But like Nick said, the stories are drastically different. See, this person has been a part of my team since before we had a challenge. We had a Vibe Pack. And I think the month after she joined, we launched a shake product. And so we had to go through something called the recession. Anyone experience a recession? We did too. And so that meant a lot of rebuilding, a lot of starting over, a lot of trying to figure out what would work, and then we started the challenge. I have to tell you, we worked really, really hard together. 5 years to ambassador. 5 years. And I have to tell you, she never, ever wavered. And she never, ever quit. And her belief was gigantic. The entire time, no matter what we were going through. We've laughed together, we've cried together, we've had a lot of fun together. And I have to tell you, when we talk about it's not about you, there is nothing more rewarding than to have somebody go to ambassador that's on your team that you help get there. So please help me welcome our newest Orange County ambassador, Karen Buttacavoli and Rosie.
To work because I have to tell you, it did take me 5 years. Actually, I think it's like a little bit more than that. But first, being here at this event, wasn't this a great event? I have to tell you that every time I go to an event, you know, you just come away with so much. And it was my first ambassador training. Oh, you're over there. And this man and his wife, they have a crazy, crazy schedule. And it is really because of them that we all have this success. But what I love so much about them is that it's not about them. It's about all of us. And that's amazing. There's so much to be learned from them. And thank you so much for that. So just a little bit about me. Like Vicki said, it was like 5.5 years ago. I had just turned 50, and I was having, you know, I used to be hot in my 20s, and then I was like really getting hot. Some of you can relate, right? And we had the Vibe Pack, and my hairdresser told me about it, and I started using it, and it was amazing. And I went to, it was a business meeting. At that time, it was a business overview. It wasn't a party. It wasn't really fun. It was very confusing. But I heard that, I knew I loved the product, and I heard that if I shared it, I could earn a BMW. So, I know, shallow, huh? But I wanted to earn that car, so simply by sharing it with people. And that's what I heard, and that's what I did. And so I earned my car, you know, quick, my first 3 weeks, and they came out with a shake, and I'm national director in 90 days. And then I sat there for quite some time. But when I first got into this business, they told me you need to have a reason why, and it has to be bigger than you. I was blessed to have a husband. It'll be 33 years in November. a bigger reason. And I saw this business, this Visalis, Life, Health, Prosperity, for a way for people that were not as fortunate as I to have financial freedom. I mean, at the time, we didn't have the challenge. We didn't even have the shake, so that wasn't it at the time. But I saw it as a way that anybody could do this. Anyone could do this if you would just follow the system. And that's the trick right there, right? Is following the system. It's like, it's almost too easy. Well, back then it wasn't easy, but it is easy now. It's simple now. And it works. So, you know, then with the economy, all of that, you've all heard about that. There were a few of us that have stayed here for you know, this amount of time. There's even some that have been in the business longer than I have. But I had committed. I had met the 3 founders. I believed in them. I believe in them. They are 3 of the most intelligent men that I have ever met, besides my husband. And I knew that they had a conviction, and what they said was actually going to happen. I also had Vicki. In fact, when I first got in, Vicki, I didn't even know her. The person that was my upline at the time, you know, she's not here anymore. So Vicki and I became friends, and we just, you know, she always believed in me. When I got discouraged, I did get discouraged, but I was never going to quit, you know. So she has done so much for me. Thank you. I could never have done this without Vicki. Director that, you know, he's soon to be ambassador. He's been in the business almost as long as I have, and he hasn't given up. And that's the key. You know, not everybody can do it in 45 days. Tina, you're amazing. You are amazing. and I think that's great for those of you that can. But for those of you that are slow and steady, I mean, just keep your eye. Just keep your eye on your goal, and you will get there. Just remember why. So also, this is my daughter, Savannah. This is everything I love about this company. Quite a few people meet their spouses. So we were at an event, and Savannah met her husband here. So she's, not only did she lose like 35 pounds on the challenge, but she got married. And the other thing that I really love about this whole Visalis community is that's exactly what we are. We're all a team, all of us. And I find that really incredible, that any one of you could come to me, or I could come to any one of you, and we're all so willing to help each other, regardless of whose team you're on. Who else does that? Nobody does that. And that's our message. And that is why you will all be successful, because we all have the same message. So keep your eye on the goal, and I'll see you all in NST.
As an ambassador, you saw yourself there. Make some noise if you're going to be ambassador.